Hi there, Julie here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to step you through a edit that I'm going to do in Color Efex, and I'm going to show you how to use multiple presets to stack one on top of the other to create a very vintage yet color image. So I'm going to start with this image here, which I took of model Emily, and I'm going to use the new Nik Color Efex 8. So I'm going to use the plugin, so I'm going to hit C for the plugin. Now I've got no layers for this image, so I'm not going to bring any layers in. I'm just going to open it up. Okay, so we've got everything here, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and add a vintage film effect. So I'm just going to click the little plus there, and you can see it's been applied because it's got that orange thing there. It's also got the star because I like this as one of my favorites. Now I'm just going to have a little look for a couple of different effects. And I really like this warm shift. There's a few other ones that I could play with there as well. So I really do like that. So I'm going to keep that, but I'm going to drop the film strength just a little bit. Now I could go and try different film types, and there's a whole heap that you can play with, but I'm just going to stick to number 20 that is suggested there. So what I'm going to do now is I want to go into color. So I'm going to click color, and I'm going to go to colorize, and I'm going to click the little plus, and that will add it to my list. So I've got Film Effects Vintage there, and I've got colorize here. Now what I want to do is I want something a little bit maybe on the warm shift side, but I am going to drop the opacity a little bit. I don't want it over saturated. Okay, so if I go into vintage, I'm then going to add a vignette to my lens. And I might drop the opacity on that one just a little bit as well. From here, I can then go and add, I think I want a bit of a glow. So I'm just going to go into portraits. Now, if you're looking for something in particular, you can type it up the top. So if I wanted to go to glow, it will list a glow there. So I'm going to click add that. And I just want a subtle glow. And I probably just want to drop the opacity on that one as well. So I have got 4 different presets stacked up to make this as the preset that I want. I can still come and edit that. I can play around with it. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to save that preset, and I can use that on other images in this set. So I'm just going to click save. I am then going to apply that, and it will take my image with this edit back into Photoshop. So that is my image there. So that's where I started, and this is where I've ended up. So it's got a lot more warmth, a lot more vintage toning to it. It's got a grain that's been added onto it. It's soft, it's pretty, and it looks quite good. I'm quite happy with that. But if I wanted to, as an alternative, I could come into, I'll do a copy of that. I'll go into filter, and I might go into DxO Film Pack, and let's have a little look at that. I'm going to go into Kodak Portrait, and I'm going to have a look at perhaps adding that to my image. So that's given it soft skin tones and a warm sort of soft cast to it. And it's really nice on this particular image. Or if I wanted to go for something else, I could try Kodachrome. And that's given it a very, very oversaturated image. But I can, of course, come in and I can play around with those in the customize panel. So there's two different Kodachromes. There's a generic one and there's also this one. The generic one was a little oversaturated, so I'm perhaps going to bring the intensity down. This one doesn't have any grain, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it just a little bit of grain, not a lot. Now I want to come down to color saturation and I want to bring this down. So it's made it very dark, very moody. And I'm going to save that and that will pop back into Photoshop. So I've got, if I zoom out, I've got two different looks. So this is the one that was in DxO Film Pack 7. And this is the one that I did in Nik Color Efex. So I will leave it here for now. I'll put both images up so that you can see them side by side. And I hope you enjoyed having a little bit of a comparison between what you can achieve in Color Efex by building up your different presets, or you can jump over into something like Film Pack 7 for a quick and easy edit. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time on YouTube. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Bye.